Hello traders, today is the 19th of May. My name is Dr. Hornsey, market analyst with trading, and we are going to look at the US dollar index. So here we are on the US dollar index, the June 2022 contract, looking at a bearish start to this London session. We had a big bearish day on the 17th of May, which closed below the 61.8% retracement. It also closed below this sort of relatively equal lows here from the 9th of May and the 11th of May. So a close below 103.4 is bearish in terms of taking out the liquidity. Thought we were going to see a push higher up above the 9-period moving average, but then we didn't get any follow through. So we're now in a sort of bearish mode. The 61.8%, once that's been taken and closed below, it does open up the chances of us going down, taking out the lows here, which then has a follow through all the way to the 1.618% sort of extension. That then leads us down to this swing low here from the 21st of April, 2022, where around 100.6 is probably a good target to the downside if we were to take a short now. Looking at the euro versus the US dollar, the daily chart shows that we're above the 9-period moving average. It's basically the reverse of what we saw in the US dollar index. Looking to see if we can get back above the FOMC high here, so which is the 4th of May, and then the Bank of England daily high. So once we get back above 1.064, we are looking to sort of get more of a bullish outcome, maybe come up, test the old support, now resistance around the 107.5 to 1.08, maybe even compress all the way up to the 200-period moving average. By the time we get there, it might be back sort of around the 1.1. However, if we look to the left, the sentiment indicator shows that 63% of traders are still bullish this euro versus the US dollar. So I am expecting these guys who trade up to here and then see breakout traders join in. I think those latecomers will get trapped somewhere around the 1.07 to 1.08, and then we come back down lower. Later today, we've got the ECB monetary policy meeting accounts, where the ECB will sort of detail how they're looking to raise rates probably in July. So if we look back here, if the market's starting to price in rate hikes, we could therefore see some bullish momentum based on that alone. If we go back to the pound versus US dollar, similar sort of scenario, just waiting to see if we can get the pound versus the US dollar back above the Bank of England high here, back above 1.26, maybe 1.27, up into the old support, now resistance around the 1.3, and then for possibly a reversal back lower. The Forex heat map on newtrain.com shows that the US dollar is, along with the Chinese yuan, the weakest currency across the board. The Swiss franc is the strongest, but if we look to the yen, that is also weak today. So we don't have a real risk on, risk off sort of scenario. Bottom left-hand corner is more green if you squint, top right-hand corner is turning red, but after yesterday's sell-off in equities, I'm imagining that we get further choppiness today. Hopefully not more selling in the equities, but these buyers in the Swiss franc are suggesting that there is a move towards the safe havens. So going back to the US dollar index on the 30-minute chart, I am now watching to see what happens at this low here from the 17th of May. We look across 18th of May, equal lows pretty much. See if we get a break below that, and then I'll be looking for a retest continuation to the downside like this. Obviously, if we don't get that and we get a look below and then come back inside the range, I know I'm going to have to wait until not only do we sort of get back inside the range, but back above this swing high here from around 103.9 to 104 before sort of looking to see if we can come back into the middle of the range before going higher. So that's kind of what I'm looking at the moment. The sort of US dollar index, to me, looks like it's going to break down, retest, and continue a lot lower, like I said, hopefully all the way back down now towards the 100 level. A catalyst for this could be back here on the economic calendar, where we have the weekly unemployment claims, looking for around 200,000 initial jobless claims to be filed. Philly Fed manufacturing index is also due to come in lower than previous, and that could also be a catalyst for the move down. But I think a lot of the move is really going to come from the ECB monetary policy meeting accounts. So that's what we're looking at today, looking for a big push in the euro higher on the back of this data at 12:30, and then for a continuation in the dollar sell-off around 3 p.m. Okay, good luck today, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.